leaked industry data exposes Drake's catastrophic downfall. The streaming numbers have confirmed what music executives have been whispering for months. Drake's reign is officially over. His highly anticipated album S4U pulled in a mere 56 million opening day streams, while Playboi Carti's I Am Music demolished him with 139 million streams on day one. Carti nearly tripled Drake's numbers without even having a full day of counting. This isn't just a temporary setback, this is career-ending evidence that Drake can no longer compete at the top level. Multiple sources within streaming platforms confirm they've never witnessed such a dramatic collapse from an artist who once dominated the charts. The numbers don't lie. Drake's desperate attempts to convince fans he's still the top guy have been exposed as complete delusion. The record books now have undeniable proof that the self-proclaimed sixth god has fallen from his throne, and industry analysts are calling this the beginning of the end for his commercial viability. Kendrick Lamar's strategic attack plan against Drake has been uncovered. Not satisfied with merely ending Drake's career with Not Like Us, Kendrick deliberately appeared on 3 separate tracks of Carti's record, creating the most devastating multi-pronged attack in hip-hop history. Sources close to Kendrick confirm he specifically selected Carti's album knowing it would demolish Drake's numbers. On one track, Kendrick directly threatens that as long as he keeps going, Drake and everybody in OVO are going to continue to get humiliated in the rap game over and over again. Kendrick's verses have become the most streamed parts of an already record-breaking album. Every listen reinforces Drake's humiliation. Music executives call this the most brilliantly executed career assassination they've witnessed. Kendrick essentially hijacked Carti's massive platform to continue his systematic dismantling of Drake's reputation. Confidential footage reveals Drake's complete psychological collapse. The once untouchable rap superstar has been captured spiraling into bizarre social media behavior that psychology experts identify as textbook desperation. Trusted contacts within Drake's management team reveal he's been absolutely unhinged since seeing Carti's streaming numbers destroy his own. Drake has unleashed a flood of cryptic, nonsensical posts featuring strange artwork and mysterious captions. He's thrown everything at the wall hoping something sticks, explained one executive requesting anonymity. It's the digital equivalent of a tantrum. He can't handle being irrelevant. Most revealing is his transparent attempt to tease a deluxe version of an album nobody cared about initially. He's planning to release a Scary Hours 4 project, recycling a strategy that worked years ago when he still mattered. Even more pathetic is his desperate teasing of a Nokia video, despite the song barely clinging to chart relevance. Anonymous team members have leaked details of Drake's childish revenge campaign. The fallen rap superstar has launched an embarrassing purge against everyone he believes betrayed him, unfollowing high-profile celebrities across social media in what experts call the most humiliating tantrum in hip-hop history. The targets reveal his growing isolation. LeBron James, once Drake's closest celebrity ally, completely erased. NBA star DeMar DeRozan, once a fellow Toronto native Drake, once called family, cut off without warning. And, most tellingly, Playboi Carti himself, removed from Drake's digital world after delivering the final blow to his career. This is classic narcissistic behavior, explained one industry psychologist who's worked with multiple A-list celebrities. When someone's self-image shatters, they lash out at anyone connected to their failure. What makes this particularly devastating is that none of these celebrities have even acknowledged Drake's digital tantrum. They simply don't need him anymore. Bombshell evidence from Playboi Carti's inner circle reveals his deliberate humiliation strategy. Exclusive sources confirm Carti's viral chart screenshot was carefully designed to publicly embarrass the fallen rap superstar. The shocking proof? Carti shared streaming charts showing his songs dominating while completely blurring out Drake's name and Nokia, the only censored items on the entire image. Industry insiders with direct access to Carti's team verify this was intentional. It was a calculated power move, one source revealed. Carti wanted to show Drake he could literally make him disappear from relevance. What makes this disrespect particularly brutal is that Carti deliberately kept Kendrick Lamar's Luther clearly visible, a pointed reminder of who truly matters in hip-hop's new hierarchy. The psychological impact on Drake has been catastrophic. His fan base spiraled into meltdown mode, pushing conspiracy theories about an industry plot against their fallen idol. The simpler, more painful truth, Drake has become so irrelevant that new generation stars feel comfortable erasing him from the conversation. Exclusive internal documents expose the betrayal that drove Carti to destroy Drake's reputation. Music industry executives have confirmed that Drake desperately tried manipulating Carti into taking his side against Kendrick months before this disaster. The evidence? A leaked studio session where Drake recorded No Face featuring Carti's vocals, positioning him as an ally in the Kendrick war. When approached for official vocal clearance, Carti and his management rejected Drake's request, what insiders describe as the ultimate power move against a desperate has-been. Confidential sources reveal Carti was disgusted by Drake's transparent attempt to weaponize his name against Kendrick, Future, Metro Boomin, and The Weeknd, the very artists Carti was secretly planning to collaborate with. Carti saw through Drake's entire strategy, revealed one studio engineer who witnessed the fallout. Drake thought he could manipulate Carti into his camp, but Carti recognized it as a drowning man grabbing for anything to stay afloat. The timing couldn't have been more calculated. Carti deliberately waited until Drake was at his most vulnerable before revealing his true allegiance. Music critics have obtained secret inducements calling SS4U the most uninspired and delusional work ever released by a major artist. Executives who've supported Drake for years are privately admitting he has completely lost his artistic vision and can no longer create meaningful music. Multiple sources within major streaming platforms confirm the album offers nothing slightly interesting that would make listeners support him. This assessment is particularly damning from platforms that once considered Drake their most valuable artist. His creative well hasn't just dried up, it's completely evaporated. The most alarming sign? Drake's own fan communities are turning against him. Forums once dedicated to defending his every move are now filled with brutal criticism. "It sounds like AI-generated Drake," wrote one former superfan in a viral post. "He's just going through the motions. There's no passion, no vision, nothing worth defending anymore." Classified industry documents reveal the coordinated replacement of Drake by 4 major artists. Music executives confirm what streaming data now proves. Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd, Playboi Carti, and Tyler, the Creator have all systematically outperformed Drake's recent releases. A deliberate industry shift away from an artist they no longer believe in. The Weeknd's Hurry Up Tomorrow crushed Drake's first-week numbers effortlessly. Tyler's Chromacopia established creative dominance Drake can't touch. Kendrick's Not Like Us dominated cultural conversation for months, and now Carti's massive debut has driven the final nail in Drake's commercial coffin. "We've never seen an artist fall from number 1 to 5th place this rapidly," revealed one shocked industry analyst. What makes this 4-way domination particularly brutal is how each artist represents something Drake critically lacks. Kendrick provides lyrical depth, The Weeknd delivers vocal innovation, Tyler offers creative vision, and Carti brings cultural relevance. Drake's entire identity has been carved up and redistributed to more worthy successors. Confidential tracking data exposes Drake's humiliating chart collapse that he desperately tried to hide. His entire album has virtually vanished from streaming platforms, with only Nokia clinging to relevance by its fingernails. Streaming executives confirm this represents the most catastrophic chart collapse they've witnessed from an artist of Drake's stature. Nokia itself is plummeting at an alarming rate, losing approximately 15 to 20% of its streams every single day, revealed one industry insider with direct access to the numbers. At this rate, it will completely vanish within 2 weeks. The song, meant to be Drake's career lifeline, has instead become the most visible evidence of his irrelevance. And the visual is symbolic, a single dying track desperately trying to carry an entire failed album, like the last surviving soldier in a massacred army. Even more humiliating, Drake reportedly checks the charts hourly, watching his numbers decline with each refresh. He's completely paralyzed, one source revealed. He can't release new music because it would flop, and he can't stop his current music from flopping. Industry veterans have revealed the catastrophe error that will haunt Drake's legacy forever. Music executives with direct knowledge of his decision-making process confirm SSS4U wasn't just a commercial flop, it was career suicide disguised as an album. The devastating truth? Drake's own team begged him not to release the project, warning it would confirm every criticism Kendrick had leveled against him. "This album will stand as the biggest mistake Drake ever made," confessed one former OVO insider who witnessed the chaos. He rushed out something terrible just to seem relevant, and instead created permanent evidence of his creative bankruptcy. Multiple sources confirm Drake ignored all warnings, convinced his name alone could carry even his worst work. The album will forever serve as a timestamp of Drake's downfall. Every time anyone discusses Drake's career collapse, they'll point to S4U as the moment it became undeniable, explained one music historian. He's created his own career tombstone, a permanent, irrefutable record of his artistic death that no amount of damage control can erase. The collapse of Drake's empire has been more dramatic than anyone predicted, from his streaming numbers being tripled by Carti, to Kendrick's calculated attack, to his social media meltdown and celebrity unfollowing spree. We've witnessed the complete unraveling of music's once untouchable king. Drake's fatal mistake wasn't just releasing a terrible album, it was creating permanent evidence of his creative bankruptcy that will haunt his legacy forever. As his last single clings desperately to the charts and former allies distance themselves, the message is clear. The Drake era is over. To stay ahead of the latest industry collapses before anyone else, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel exposes the truth about music's biggest stars that mainstream media won't show you. The real question isn't if Drake can recover, it's who's next to fall.